And we're good. Blank.
Sick. Can ignore that. So, where we last left off. Agate and Orlain had just left the bakery of Honey and Alonso, and were walking off when Alonso had stated something just out of Orlain's earshot. And we picked back up right where they left off, actually. So, Agate, Orlain, what are you guys doing?
Orlain is just following Agate, trying to get them to stop walking off. So, just, whoa, what are you doing? Where are you heading?
See this? Is there something we should be doing,
I don't know.
or we should be going?
There was already a couple of people that the others said that they met. And I want to see if they're telling the truth or not. I know it's a little shaky dodgy, but not trusting my own teammates.
Do you have descriptions?
No, I have names. Because they don't ever tell me descriptions of anything anymore. Though it's that tone is a little bit more playful.
We just have names to go off of how many people?
I think it's 3 other people. And then we can just set to wander while the others are doing what they're doing. Maybe save my cousin from being harassed by everybody.
A little harassment never hurt anybody.
That's factually untrue. Why are you getting harassed? And just steps up to Agate.
Should I be?
Apparently you talked to your gem.
That is different. They respond back.
A voice in your head responds back to you. Yes, so does mine. That doesn't make it true. But regardless, I won't pry. You tell me when you're free to and when you feel safe. And pats you on the shoulder and keeps walking.
It's just dial up. Loading screen above his head. Just. Okay.
Okay to what? Are you not used to being shown actual attention? Positively?
I need this like air quotes. The voice in my head shows me plenty of positive attention.
Oh, yours is positive affirmations. Good, that's good. Wish that were me.
So what does your voice in the head, again with the air quotes, what do they tend to say? When do they speak?
Orlain holds up the arm with the materia guard on it. This is the only one that tends to not be similar to my own voice. And then pauses. Well, there's one other, but he insists that I don't call him one of the voices in my head.
So you have multiple voices speaking to you.
Aye. It's a bloody nightmare is what it is. And
Sounds like it.
lowers his hand and kind of steps around. Because I have a feeling the guy's like either passed out or leaned up against the airspace over there.
He moves back. He's not passed out. He's just standing there, kind of wobbly. He's wobbling, like he's maybe possibly drunk.
Does he smell drunk?
Yeah, insight check.
Are you good, Nia?
Yeah, you had your character sheet open, didn't you?
You have advantage on insight?
Yes. You said insight, right?
Yes.
It just I didn't know it, but
Am I the only one that's hearing Nia through snippets?
Yes.
Yeah, no, they keep breaking up.
Yeah.
oh no, am I
Take
am
your
I
time.
breaking up? Am I EBDB?
You
Not
were
anymore.
for a
We're-
moment.
Inconsistently EBDB, yes.
Oh goody.
But that was a 21, if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
All right. Yes. They reek of alcohol, and you even get the little. Well, they seem happy. Confirmation of like, yeah, no, they're drunk.
Happy is not the word I would use for it, but sure. Whatever floats your goat.
What? Just stops, turns to face you.
Not
Are you talking to the voice in your head again? One.
Yes, I'm talking to the voice in my head.
Two. That's not the phrase.
It's not.
No, and I have a feeling that's going to be a recurring incident with you. So, I'll just correct it when I can and where I can. It's float your boat, not goat. Goats can't float, they will sink.
Then why would the saying be floats your goat?
It's not.
Ding. It's not.
You,
Me?
not you.
Oh, the voice. You really ought to stop talking to it. It's bad for your health. And starts walking again.
Stop talking to it when it stops responding.
Well, that's not how that works. Mine are constantly talking.
That sounds exhausting. What?
It is?
Yours don't just respond in intervals whenever you speak to them or when they decide to chime in?
Head shake.
Are you okay?
No. And then goes to like round the corner and with a smile goes to hold up a hand. Not touch anybody, but hold up a hand to see if someone pauses at the very least.
I do not know who would pause, but
someone on the street, essentially.
no, none of them seem to pause. Though they are not moving, they are still kind of making their own ways to areas.
I mean, well, okay. Can I get someone's attention then?
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. There's a guy walking towards you guys, technically.
So Orlain will
Uh.
round the corner and go, "Hail and well met." It was a kind of casual two-finger salute kind of wave.
Stares at you. This big orc person.
Alan
pause.
Wilmot.
Gives you like a nod of hello, essentially.
Do you happen to know where a couple of places are around here? Or rather, people? And just starts to approach.
Looks around at the smallest town that you can imagine. Couple.
I'm rather new here. You'll have to forgive the lack of knowledge. But I'm looking for, firstly, a person, well, I'm not sure person or not, but someone named Nameless?
Thumbs to the building right beside them.
Ah, well, I suppose
What?
that's that.
Oh, Jesus. That is my dick. What is up, bud? What do you need? If you're coming here for cuddles, you're gonna get kicked out. Yes, child of mine? Do you have a reason to scare the shit out of me? And I didn't even realize he had come in.
Yeah.
I just felt two little paws in between my legs and getting a little too close to an area that wasn't supposed to be grabbed. And I got very scared. Because those two little paws are right before he jumps, so.
Sorry, it's just either a giggly or an upset day, and apparently it's a giggly day.
Fuck yeah, we prefer those.
Sorry, the free real estate got me.
It is not free real estate. It is taken. Leave that real estate alone. But anyways. Leave that real estate alone should not have gotten you.
Leave that real estate abandoned.
Hey! Fuck you mean abandoned? Okay, you know what? No, we're not gonna dive into this hole. He thumbs the building beside him for names.
Okay, I think I'm good.
Are you?
No. That was really weak and pathetic. I apologize.
Horrible, Dein. Well, thank you.
Sorry, I need to not look at chat. Okay, so he points to the building, kind of thumbs it
Right
over.
here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, I get that. We got off topic. But Orlain does nod smile and thank you, mate. I won't trouble you any further. And just steps to the side and heads on down.
All right.
Said her
We'll
name
walk
is
off.
nameless.
I'm not sure, but I guess we can ask. If they're willing to tell, I'm not going to rush or pressure. And just
Why
kind of
not?
steps
It's the
open.
easiest way to get answers.
I think you're misunderstanding the point of being kind. And he kind of pauses, shuffling nervously. He doesn't step in yet.
Are you going in or not?
Yes, just nervous.
About meeting someone you haven't met before.
That's not the issue. And he does take a step back in case said person is right at the door. Because he's that level of paranoid. And just, I don't remember who said it. Or it might have been Dein. It might have been Tryphon. I'm not sure. But someone had mentioned meeting an elf. Just offhandedly. I'm not sure if this nameless character is said elf.
Okay, then why does it have your feathers all in a ruffle?
I haven't met another elf in a very long time. Full-blooded, at least. I'd be more... My team knows better than to mislead me with saying elf in front of me, or really anything close to it. Because the last time that happened, we met an unsavory type. So I'm just concerned.
Only way to get rid of that concern is to actually meet them, is it not?
Orlain will again kind of move from one foot to the other, back again, and reach up to his hair, which I think this is the first time Agate is seeing the baby. Like it, and I feel like it's another moment of no, why have you forsaken the warmth? Why, please, again. But it is not handing Allie off to Agate or anybody else. It's just comfort. Keep busy. It's like you go in first. I'll follow suit.
No, first, how did that fit in your hair?
I have a lot of hair. Note that he still has his hair up in a bun.
Even with a lot of hair, that is a living, breathing, moving thing.
Animal, yes. It's also
Animal
a
thing,
baby.
same stuff.
Well, no, a thing is a thing, an animal is an animal. Don't start with me. Says the druid. Are you going to go in, or are you just going to keep asking questions? Because you're the one who seems more keen on pushing me forward.
Opens the door, steps in, turns to look back at
EBDB.
1 second.
Oh.
Yep, EBDB. 1 second.
Damn it.
I think that damn it fixed it. Hold on.
Okay, where did you lose me?
Stepping in.
And turns around to look at Orlain. arms out, just like, nothing concerning.
Kind of peeks around the because now Agate turns around and literally sees like Orlain, who has never seemed skittish before. In fact, seems the opposite. Just nervously looking around the corner of the building's edge of the door frame, because I know how to speak,
Mm-hmm.
and just, I guess, maybe they're not here right now. Maybe we can go to someone else first.
Agate just cups both hands to the side of his mouth. Is there anyone named Nameless in here?
Agate.
There is a shuffle and then a opening of a door kind of automatically. I am not nameless, but I am nameless. Forgive
See?
me, I was
They're
in
here.
the back. Yes, I am they, I guess. Hello?
Hello. Are you an elf?
No, I cut my ears for the fun of it. Yes. Yes, I'm an elf.
Fashion statement. Hey, I don't claim to know.
There's just the reach over with one hand and just smack to Agate.
Mid
Firstly,
smack, there's just a
wow.
little as you two are interacting, there's just a soft from Nameless. What are you? Earth Genasi, or do you just like gems in your skin? What is this? What's happening?
My mother was an Earth Genasi. Father was a Water Genasi.
So you're a ravine. Cool. That's me, and he like kind of wheels himself over to the this section over here that Tryphon had helped him out with, and he seems to be opening and pulling something out. I apologize for my crash nature. I am currently in the middle of a thing.
Well, pray tell, and just awkwardly stepping in, still gently holding Allie. Pray tell, is there anything we can help with?
Not unless you are all capable of such knowledge as alchemical collections and concoctions. He kind of wheels himself. They wheel themselves over here, unaware that you are an elf, because they have not fully turned to look at you. They seem to be moving.
Not particularly myself. I'm not the greatest with it, but I have an artificer for a dad.
So you are aware of fatherhood. That is what. And he kind of finally turns to you. You're an elf.
Yes. Hi? It's kind of an awkward smile, rather than the real ones he shows.
All right. Well, come on in. I don't bite.
No, I don't inquire as to if you would. Sorry. And just closes the door properly now to get out most of the sound. Which she does seem to relax at.
Sorry. but you're very apologetic. Are you, astral elf, I imagine? Oh, right, the concoction, and starts to rush back for something. As like they're wheeling themselves very quickly, like, oh fuck, right. Questions later.
And just curiosity, much like every other fucking time Orlain's gotten into a thing, just grabs his attention first and goes, should we stay out of the room?
I do not have time to require or inquire on who does and does not enter the room. I am averting a very loud noise.
Just a pause. Well, do you need help? And just faster paced steps this time.
Doesn't seem to be a response, as you do hear bubbling and these odd kind of noises from the other room. It seemed to be implicit upon what you imagine an alchemical shop would be full of: chemicals and potions and bubbling and all these other things.
Oh, wouldn't it just be hilarious? Never mind, I'm not doing that. Orlain would not do that right now. Orlain does kind of step forward and pauses, turns to look back at Agate. Agate, don't do anything stupid.
What, you mean like talk to the voice in my head?
No, you're going to do that anyway. I can't stop you from doing that. Just like no one can stop me from talking to the voices in my head.
It seems that there is someone looking at you now as you stand in the opening door, pouring a vial into this brazier, changing this bright white flame, orange and white flame, into a deep blue and red hue. These multicolored eyes stares at you, kind of like you hear voices in your head.
Ear twitch,
wish-
and then look back fully.
Do you require a remedy?
I don't think it's anything you can cure.
Alchemicals are not about cures, but about comfort. That is my belief.
So it's medicine that you're doing.
Yes.
Well, I already have a doctor, so...
You are not adverse to medicine.
I am adverse to strange people offering me things, yes.
You're not from the Feywilds, are you?
He kind of gets a look, because I think the only time he's heard or had mention of the Feywild was from Father Thorn.
Mm-hmm.
Which that was deliberately to say, oh, you're one of them. You're just as bad. And he just went, So he has kind of the same reaction towards hearing the Feywild. No, I don't think I am ever going to want to associate with such a place.
Well, I can't help but agree with you on that one. They did not believe of medicine and preferred more magical manners. Thus they banished me. So, it is good to know you are not from there. You do not house their hate.
No, but I do have some. And just chuckles awkwardly.
If someone houses no hate, they are no person at all. To hate is to live. To love is to be kind. And I believe there was one more, but
Steps inside. Also, are you intending on making that flame hotter or not?
this is Cold Flame. Though it is burning at the brightest it can and the heat should be unmatched, it is frigid.
Then
Come.
no, keep it away from me. And holds
Very
up the
well.
damaged arm. That is any chronic pain is not great around cold.
Ah, thunder damage. I may have a potion for that.
No, actually, Eldritch. And kind of goes back to holding Allie, and just pet switch.
Oh, I did not know you were of. You are not of the Feywild, and you hold Eldritch energy.
Not entirely of my volition, but mostly so. Yes.
May you explain it a bit more, please?
Not in a way that'll make sense without summoning the demon. Damn, Orlain.
There's a demon. I believe Terra would have issues with you summoning an infernal, but
No. I turn a phrase.
it's a very unique turn of phrase. I've never heard it.
Yes, I wish to not summon the problem to here, because he will answer, and I do not want him here at all.
Very well.
It's like saying a name in enough times and enough intent, just the same as I believe magic works. Enough intent, enough belief, whatever have you.
Like the rule of 7, yes.
The what?
Right. Are you a part of this overworld thing? The cycle?
Not anymore. Why?
Are your memories returned to you?
Some of them, few of them, but mostly still gone. Why?
The rule of 7, Granvaria, is the rule of 7. The magic based itself off the 3 pillars of 7. 7, 7, 7. Lucky. The lucky world. There were, long ago, before this started, 7 titans, 7 gods, 7 heroes. Magic is the same. You inlay, at the very minimum,
Dot
7 lines.
Like that's line.
You know of the Titan of Will and Strife, or Spite? Yes, so you do know of the Titans. At Slain, Delph.
Well, yes, I know about Slain because I talked to him.
You are a believer in that Slain. Very, very good, very good.
No. Just looks away.
I'm very lost on what you mean then, brother.
I talked to him.
Suddenly that look of like, oh no, this person's crazy. Does he respond to you?
I sure hope he would. It's not like he's dead or anything, or unless I'm seeing ghosts, which are apparently there.
No. Well, of course, spirits exist.
Yeah.
with
yes,
with Argo
specifically
no
on the
longer
moon.
here, he's. But no. I do not imagine the Titans would be dead. They can't die.
No, I mean specifically on the moon. The spirits. If there's ghosts there, I'm pretty sure. Well, I didn't see any when I was there.
In full Elvish, you hear, "My brother in the Elven, are you looking me in the eyes and saying, you've not only been to the moon, but it might be haunted?"
Yes. I mean, that's what I was told.
By who?
That's Lang. Well, no, it was first Noctis, and then it was Atslain who confirmed it. But, here nor there.
I do not know who Noctis is, and
My doctor.
Okay. I still,
You don't need to know.
kind of
Just understand that apparently.
very, very kindly, my elven friend. I do not know you,
Mm,
but there you are claiming to have met a Titan
mm.
in the lands that have forsaken us.
Mm? No, on the moon.
Nope.
No one forsook
Don't s-
me.
I'm sorry, you're making no sense.
That happens, yes. Where did I lose you?
The part where you met a fucking Titan. Forgive my rash nature. That just
No, no one seems to really believe me when I say that.
To be fair, I don't think many people remember the Titans, let alone the fact that you would have met one.
Well, I didn't want to meet him. He dragged me out there when I was already mad enough. So,
What, like you're his champion or something?
that's what he calls me. I don't know what it means.
Are you being so for real right now?
Orlain just kind of. If they could get any more, like, Claude Sire stare of just like, there's nothing behind his eyes that would say that he's lying. He just kind of looks around and is like, should I not be? Should I stop saying this to people?
Are you looking me in my eyes and saying you are the champion of a Titan?
Well, again, that's what he calls me.
Do you know what a champion is?
No.
Do you want to know what a champion is?
Every time I learn something new, it like makes me really upset or worried or I just pass out. I really don't know what's going to happen this time and I don't want to worry you. But if you can like sum it up in like to bullet points,
Moves, kind of rolls his chair over to the side, points to the brazier, the pot that's being held of it.
Mm.
Titan, and then the fire. Champion.
less of a bullet point. Then he just kind of like comfortably holds Allie again. It's the
A Titan chooses a champion or champions in response to quelling the madness. All Titans live for so long. They fall to the madness of it all. Their power, everything, all these factors. It is why Titans pass on to new people. The Titan itself, and thus its power, does not change. But Atslain may not be. Well, actually, it's the worst one. He is the first Titan of Will and Spite. Argo. Let's use Argo.
who?
The Titan of Seer and Death. Argo. before Argo came to rise, the last Titan of Death and Seer went missing. Then, afterwards, after a period of time, much believe this to be the point of when all the prior Titans, champions and followers seem to have vanished, Argo arrived. It is stated he arrived he arrived in out of the blue, more or less. But right as the age of the 7 heroes was coming to an end, a new Titan rose. Thus, the world was expected for the new heroes. Argo had no champions, from what we know, before the Great Migration, but imagine, if you will, a Titan has a set number of champions, or champion. Sometimes they just need one. And these champions, they anchor the Titan's sanity, anchor its power source. For a Titan, and he motions to the brazier once more, can only hold one thing. It cannot be the brazier and the flame. So whatever the Titan is, the champion will induct. For I guess for you in Atslane's champion,
Well,
you are either housing. Yes.
Is that a choice I get to make, or is that just a thing because I decided to accept his gift?
I imagine it would be a choice. They cannot force you to take championship. They can pressure you, yes, but it is ultimately your choice. To force a champion role on someone would be like... It would be like shoving a hose in a balloon. Good chance it'll break.
Arguably, it's
But
the same as asking a mortal to kill an immortal.
That if you could do that, I don't know why we would have much more of this danger.
While looking at, like, the rest of the room, just frowns. Well, might have to talk to Atslane again then. But thank you for the history lesson.
Of course. If I may finish my history lesson, because this is very important. If you are to be or are a champion of Atslane, a Titan resides over 2 aspects. For Atslane, it is known as the Titan of Will and Spite.
A snort.
Yes. The Titan conducts one of these domains. For Atslane does not know if it is will or spite. But a champion, if it is a soul champion, is capable of inducting the opposite, the secondary domain. Not controlling it as the Titan would, but borrowing upon the power. Forgive me if this is rude. Is it rude for you if I ask if I can study you?
Wouldn't be rude, and you wouldn't be the first time.
Horribly upsetting.
Yep. And looks back at Nameless again. I never gave you my name.
No, you did not. I thought you were nameless as I am.
No. Which I do apologize for, that sounds rather nasty.
It's fine. When I
But-
was removed from the Feywild, they stripped me of everything. My prosthetics and my name.
Well, they're a piece of shit. This is not conducive to a good argument on their behalf at this rate. It's bad
If I'm
enough.
being honest,
Bad
they
enough
are
that
shit people.
It's bad enough I was already compared to the rest of my kind.
Whatever do you mean?
I'm an Eladrin.
Studying your face for a moment.
Just an eyebrow raise. Again, this is not a thing I should be saying.
Quite the opposite. I've never met an Eladrin. I've heard stories about them in the books, but
Apparently we're dicks.
well, if I'm being honest, I'd much prefer the dicks that stick around rather than the dicks that removed my name and kicked me out.
Yes, so it would seem, but I don't believe I'm all that much better.
Have to disagree.
Shrug. Agree to disagree. But, name. My name's Orlain.
Well, like the Eladrin Knights.
What?
I have it here somewhere. Hold on. It is an old copy of a children's tale, collection of them. It is the story of Granvaria is a collection of people from outer planes and the souls of individuals not from our realm or world or stories, brought to have moments of rest and recuperation to finally have a happy ending for their lives from start to finish. One of them arrived and told stories, and a Latrin wrote them down. And you see him trying to like reach onto a top shelf. Someone had placed his books higher than he had intended. An Latrin elf copied down the stories and put them into more less human-oriented stories. Things like demons were replaced with infernals, or eldritch creatures. Humans were made into a wide variety of creatures, some remaining, some not. The Eladrin Knights had a famous story in the Elven Wilds, and it was amazing. I adored the book. I think I have a copy. It's much in ruin now, much in ruin, but the stories remain hopeful. Well, with purpose. Not, I don't want to claim hopeful, but they do have purpose.
Do you need help there?
Quite possibly. I am wheelchair bound.
Yes, I didn't want to assume you wanted or needed my help though.
Very much do. And he kind of wheels himself into the corner, just like, please. It should
Oh,
be
like
a
Orlain's any
red-
fucking better.
Hey, you can stand on your tiptoes. It should be a brown book bound in a red ribbon. It will be the only actual book in Elvish.
Orlain will try to find it. I'm sure it's not that hard to find. What's up?
Give me investigation. Or do you want to take time to look for it?
Take time. Like, genuinely. He doesn't see a reason to rush.
See you a good minute. There's a couple books that fit the criteria that he described. In total, there's about 8 books that fit what he described. But only eventually you kind of have to round back to the first book you grabbed, opened it, and begin checking it for Elven. The third book you return to is Elven. It is, and you see a table of context of story names. One of them catching your eye, Eladrin Knights.
Closes it, hands it to him.
No, keep it. He kind of rolls himself around the pillar and begins moving back to the fire. I've read it front to back, and I have an eidetic memory, so I remember everything.
That sucks.
Yes, it does. Sometimes I forget on purpose, so that I may have more space in my brain, if you will.
Right. I just have a very good memory, and I cannot seem for the life of me to properly forget anything. Aside, of course, whatever the hell that was. And just the kind of offhanded remark of whatever it was, it doesn't seem that important. And with this line of sight, what's Agate doing right now as Orlain looks up from the book?
Yeah, Agate, what are you doing, bud? You think I didn't notice you?
Just examining things.
Yeah, like the little flower right there?
Yeah. Trying to see if it looks familiar.
Ba-ding. That's a light flower, hon. Source of light, like a torch.
Well, yes, it doesn't look rather, does it?
EBDB.
Okay, one more time. Yeah.
Yes, look. Hello?
Okay,
Am
there
I, Well, yes, it doesn't look that heavy, does it?
Actually, it's quite dense. I believe it weighs about 20 pounds, but it is a good source of light.
Okay.
Seems you're being called.
Yes, I can tell.
Don't touch anything.
Just glances up. Glances up, stares at Orlain.
And he looks at
Slowly
me.
reaches out one hand.
And I look at him.
Slowly reaches out one hand towards the light flower.
You touch the light flower?
Yes.
Give me a con save. As you were just told, it takes place of a torch and weighs 20 pounds. That bitch is a light bulb you just touched. And that thing's been on for several hours, so it's burning hot.
You said a
So,
con
yeah,
save.
give me a con save. I'm talking about like a warehouse light. One of those long fucking stick lights.
22.
You think on a
Your
natural 20, this is a reference I made. Do you think on a natural 20 you can eat a light bulb? Anyway.
Fluorescent,
Sorry.
thank you. What is a xeon light? Oh, okay. I hate that those have a name. Cool. So,
And then just say Agate.
with a 22, do you
Mhm.
still touch it? You have the
Yes.
you have now the chance to. You goddamn dumbass. You now have the chance to not touch it and not get hurt because your brain is like, no, hold on, pause. If we touch this, it might hurt. But you choose to touch it anyways? Yes? Is that what I heard?
Yes.
Penny in the socket. It burns. You touch it and you suffer 3 points of burning damage because it's a torch. So,
How far away is Agate from me?
75 feet.
Looks at looks at Nameless and just excuse me a moment. Just
Take your time, friend.
kind of walks within range, by the way, of the spell, and proceeds to go back off and cast Healing Word on him. So I don't think he registers that the Healing Word is just a back off with concern. Thank you.
So, yeah, you back off. Get healing word. So whatever damage you did have is gone. Has been repaired. You get lucky this time.
And turns and walks back over.
Agate.
I should note, call back to his silvery, glittery, fucking awful nonsense as Warlock when he was really happy about it. It looks like you know those stupid fucking glittery silver stars you get from the party shop? Those really stupid fucking
do.
ones. Yeah, that's basically what happens as it's in his Stars Druid healing word.
It's like you powder sand him, but it's pocket glitter.
Oh
Pocket glitter.
no.
Okay. So, Agate.
Yeah.
Putting that was dumb.
Hey, I never claimed to be a smart person.
And here I thought you were.
I have my moments.
I don't need to say that. Oh, I'm not muted.
Agate
Never mind.
Leos.
No, now you have to say it.
Nope. Continue.
Agate Leos.
Oh boy, full name. What now?
That was not very good. Are you sorry?
Should I be?
You were asked not to touch something and you touched it directly.
I did.
Do you feel sorry?
No.
I believe someone may need your help then. Find them. And then the voice. It's very much a specific thing of you
What?
can feel the voice hitting essentially the end call button.
Wait, no, yeah, I don't even get a quest marker. A little pin on the map. Nothing. Uh, if I say I'm sorry, can I not have to do this?
Ka-ting. Yes. You have to say sorry to the right person.
Uh, I love this game of Where is Waldo?
There's an ear twitch from Orlain, but he doesn't turn. I feel like Orlain is kind of combing through the contents of the book. And I wanted to ask you this earlier, but Agate decided to be a fuckwad. Um, but it's not on my list of cantrips for this class because cantrips aren't usually able to be switched out.
Mm-hmm.
But he did know mending before. Would it still like vaguely transfer, or can I just sacrifice the spell slot for it?
I'll let you sacrifice a spell slot for it.
Okay.
And I'll say roll me Arcana with advantage. To determine how quickly this takes effect. Because you have an alchemical elf right there who's like, oh, the inner workings of mana. Yes, I know how to do that.
13.
It will take probably like 3 minutes. 3 concentrated minutes.
Yeah, that's probably what he's focusing on because he's not kind of in tune with all magic stuff yet. Just going through each page and making sure they're not stuck together when they're being mended. Making sure the ink isn't drying up or fading too fast.
I will say some moments in pages are recovered. Some of them some words seemed a bit lost to the ages and are softly being brought back. The ink restored. Some rips and whatnot mending back into place. Even, from a sitting standpoint of like, is starting, even the spine of the book is starting to kind of recover a bit, getting a new fresh portion.
I think that's what he's focusing on when Agate actually shows up.
Now I'm curious, like, does mending recover? Like, does it undo the natural aging of a book?
It repairs, if I recall correctly, sweetheart, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but mending tends to work solely on inanimate and non-living materials, objects, and things, specifically because it returns them to their previous state. And I don't have it as a
Yes.
cantrip, so I can't use it freely, which is why I bartered for it.
Hmm.
Since this is a normal non-magical item, and I'm saying you didn't cantrip it, you used a full spell and roll.
Mhm.
Why did my resting music just scream emotional damage? What? Hello? I'm just saying you used it.
Mm-hmm.
You get that out. Yeah, we fudged the rules all over. Otherwise, we'd have to sit here and you'd have to go through and use a shit ton of spell slots just to repair one book, and that would not be very efficient or fun.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't be very cash money.
No.
So what's Agate doing? As this is probably because he was talking to the voice for a little while. I wouldn't say like 3 minutes. That's wild. But probably closer to 2 now.
Looks over the shoulder to see what he's doing.
It looks like he's repairing a book. He looks pretty focused.
I'm just gonna let Orlain finish whatever he's doing. Agate might be stupid, but he's not a dick.
I feel like after Orlain is done, he kind of like huffs. That kind of response of, that shouldn't have been as difficult as it was, kind of response. And then looks up at Nameless. Are you sure you don't want this back?
It's all yours, friend. By the way, head motion forward. Like the head motion of behind you. Behind you.
No, I heard him walk in. Can I help you, Agate? And doesn't even fully turn, just kind of leans his head in that direction.
There's just like a quiet sigh for I apologize for touching the plant.
Kind of turns their face him now. Just, you didn't touch my things. Why are you apologizing to me?
You told me not to touch it.
Yes, because it was not your things to touch, nor were you given permission. Why are you apologizing to me? I'm not upset. If anything, I'm glad you have a spine. But this is not the time nor place to have spine intact.
What? Well, of course I have a spine. I'm fairly certain I have all of the bones in my body.
Agate, apologize to the right person. And tilts his head towards, Nameless.
Feels very odd to call you nameless. So, is
I was stripped of my name. Come here, by the way.
there any nickname that I
A
could call
nickname would
you?
imply I am allowed to speak my original name. When you are stripped of everything, you are stripped of everything in the Feywilds.
Well, can't you come up with your own new name?
My original name was gifted to me by my mother. I would not
Well,
harm
yes,
her
that's how they
pride.
normally work.
I would not harm her pride by forging something that is not of her creation. I will be nameless. And he kind of motions and offers you a potion. That should help with any lingering burns to the skin, regardless of race. The light plant is quite hot. Even a restoration of wounds cannot fully heal the heat displacement.
I do apologize for that, by the way.
Curious. This is a shop of curiosities. Dangerous ones, but curiosities nonetheless.
What other sort of curiosities does this shop contain?
We have the cold flame over there that I just put on, and I'm about to use it to freeze some potions. He kind of wheels himself to this large globe thing, clicking, clacking, and opening it up in like a sort of flower motion, showing that it is actually a mechanism that has been spinning these vials for a minute. And as he opens it, it kind of begins to slow down to an eventual stop. And begins to pull off the vials that are kind of there the same way a broom is pressure stuck to a wall through one of those clamp hooks.
It's a centrifuge.
Yes.
Bless
I
you.
would not think of the name. A centrifuge is one of those spinning. I'll fucking gif it.
But, Orlain kind of, I think while he's just, like, going about talking to Nameless, Agate's talking to Nameless, just puts, Allie back in the bun. Just go. Be away from the loud noises.
Curls, digs, whirls into a ball. Yes, the whirlwind thingy. They're called centrifuges.
A
He's.
blood whirlwind. Oh my god. I'm going to kill you myself.
I thought it said bloody. Oh no. Yeah, he takes the potions and moves them to this blue fire with a red center, and you see him place them in this burning sand that is controlling the fire, essentially. And he's setting them all in this circle. All of this happening while Almane is currently becoming the ball that is holding the bun up in your hair.
Isn't magic lovely? To Agate.
I should not have checked that.
A blood gravitron. Around the world, around the world.
Anyway, Agate does kind of just tilt his head. I mean, magic is magic. It's not. I wouldn't say it's lovely.
Oh, then you just haven't found the right course of study yet. And Orlain will cautiously but carefully, like, summon one of the archer arrows in his hand, like, hover it above his hand.
Alright.
And it just kind of glows with a faint, like, starry, silvery light. See, this is the results of the magic I have. And everyone shows it differently, from what I assume. To think that magic isn't, in some way, shape, or form, a curiosity, if not a beauty in and of itself, I think you need to study a little bit more, or at least watch. Use your eyes. It's everywhere. And it's the first time I think Agate has heard probably fucking god anybody seem so enamored with magic.
Agate does have like just this long pause, just staring with almost a mix of like confusion and amusement.
What's the look for?
You sound as if you're in love with magic.
No, I'm in love with someone else. Magic is just
No.
a bonus.
Question from Nameless, who is currently reaching inside this prismatic, like constantly changing square. His hand, his arm is gone, like elbow deep, gone. Is it a real thing that Eladrins prefer stronger individuals or larger individuals for partners, or is that just something that is from the Angry books?
Huh?
I
Angry
don't
books.
I don't know if that's every Eladrin, but my partner is larger and stronger than me, yes.
Unique.
Though it's hard pressed to find someone stronger than him, going to be real.
Not smut. He's just been reading Elven literature. That shit is worse.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it is worse.
It's not smut. It's their form of literature.
Oh, the
Worse.
poetry. The poetry might be worse than smut, okay?
Elven erotica, no! Agate! God damn it. I'm reading that in the tone of, oh my god, it's Jason Bourne.
But
Oh
no,
my god, it's Elven erotica.
Orlain does turn to face Nameless now and just kind of desummons the archer arrow and lets his hand fall. I don't know really how to explain any of that, but I've never met another Eladrin. I just know I probably have well, that's not true. Half Eladrin. Apparently.
One moment. Sorry. Continue.
My cousin is, I believe, half Eladrin, and he prefers my best friend. So maybe it's an Eladrin thing.
Is your best friend larger or stronger than him?
Yes.
Say this, and then we're going to take a small break. The larger part or the stronger part?
Do you want to find out? You want me to pause the recording? I feel like I stunned you.
No, I had to go take a piss, you fucking heathen. You didn't kill me with, would you like to find out? That's not going to kill me. Not after the elven erotica.
Oh my god, it's Elven Erotica.
You see? You put anything in the... Oh my god, it's Jason Bourne. And it's so much funnier.
But anyway, Orlain does say, would you like to...
White voice.
But yeah, he does like, it's more of like an offhanded remark of probably both. Like that's the answer that his remark gives.
Very fair.
On one hand, probably stronger, on the other, probably not. Oh, Orlain, you bitch! I feel like if Rook was here, he would have just been like, ... I'm gonna kill you. Myself. Thank you, though.
I do truly hope I don't regret this. And he pulls his hand out of like the... Are we recording, by the way?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Because I know you asked if we needed to stop recording while I ran off to take a piss, but he pulls his hand out. I truly hope I don't regret handing you this, and hands you a small kind of seashell, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
He's holding it out.
Blink, blink, blink. Alright.
Oh.
It kind of awkwardly but gently takes it.
It is not a shell, but a stone. This is a alteration on a sending stone. Simply fill it with water, and it will have 4 charges for that day.
Does it connect to you?
Yes. It connects to me, and he kind of reaches in again, pulls out 3 clamshells. Anyone holding these shells up to their ears. I found out these are actually from a parasitic, or rather less parasitic, more symbiotic type of entity I found here when I first arrived. A sea crustacean had been using its shell, filling it and sending out echoes into these clams, which seem to have a sort of reactive measure, as if the shell itself was producing a type of tone that the shells could pick up on. With a little bit of inscribing and a little bit of alchemical work, I was able to change it into a sort of sending stone and receiving shells.
Oh, aw. He took its home.
The crustacean tried to kill me.
Reasonably so.
No. I mean, it tried to kill me before I took the shell.
Fair
See,
enough.
the crustacean is actually quite poisonous. And what I thought would just be a little nick on my finger paralyzed my entire arm.
That's unfortunate.
Yes. The shells were not much better. When you try to take them without a sonic way of what turns out to be diffusion, they explode.
Learn that the hard way, I'm assuming.
This cut on my lip is not from the Feywild.
He does kind of look at it, just holds it up to in front of him and just, huh. Well, I already have one of these, so what's another?
If you wish, you may. I can lend you a book on simple inscribings that may be able to
Please?
help you connect the two.
Please? Just a fucking little you know, the like, so I'm turning from a normal person into I'm so normal, I promise. Like, what should I do to you?
It's the fucking elven shit of like, another elf, I must help. Maybe in here? Please be in here? And he's like digging through it, completely leaned forward in his chair. Quite possibly. Yes, here we go. Simple. He pulls out a small little booklet, maybe about Ren, hold up 2 of your fingers.
Hey.
No, this is for your own personal reference.
Yeah?
2 of your fingers side by side, about that thick. Maybe
Okay.
just 1 finger thick. And he holds it and he goes, "This is a book on how to transfer runes from one place to another. I have a copy. It is a simple book that is used in the schools around here for those that wish to become hunters, so they may better protect themselves."
I see. Well, you're giving me all these things, and it doesn't feel right to just leave you with nothing. Actually,
Show me
Hmm?
You have shown me that another elf is here, and that they are not as much of assholes as the Feywild elves.
I get that a lot. And he sounds confused by it.
The Feywilds are a lot of assholes.
Regardless, I'm not just going to leave you with nothing after all you've given me. And he does like put both the items, just they disappear into his sleeves, which I feel like part of his fucking backpack is like his satchels and stuff is actually like hidden under his sleeves and tied around his arms. So it's just like, whoop, they're gone now. Goodbye. How'd you fucking do that, you fucking wizard? Like,
In fact, that is the response he gets from Agate.
yeah, say it.
Come on, pussy, say it.
just the moment it disappears up the sleeve, just glances down at the floor, half expecting it to just drop, and when it doesn't, just, what are you, a fucking wizard?
A druid.
Same thing. So
Oh.
yes.
A druid as of right now, at least. Just to Agate.
What do you mean, as of right now?
Well, I started as a monk. Regardless, not the conversation we're having right now. And just kind of in the opposite sleeve, reaches in and takes out this is insane. This is insane. Why would he do this right now? I don't know what he's planning. Takes out half of a piece of the bark of one of the barks of Yggdrasil.
Your plan is to pay with wood?
I don't know what
You-
this is, but it caused 2 to 3 people to freak out and say that I should not have it or doesn't know why I have it. So I figure I should offer this out to an alchemist.
Oh. Kind of takes the bark and immediately just goes, This is. You're gifting this to me.
Yes.
This wood is. I can tell already, it's quite magical.
I already had one of those pieces taken from me by the bitchless asshole who I can't really mention.
Why can you not mention them?
Because they will come here and take the rest of it. No, I don't think so. This is a gift. I'm offering it in return. Think of it as a gift of good faith.
I will hold on to it wonderfully.
Eyebrow raise. You can do whatever you wish with it. That is the point of a gift. Besides, with this, I kind of have 2.5 more pieces of it.
Very well. Yes. I feel as though I've seen this wood before. I will run test upon it. Give me
By all
quite the
means.
brain teaser of an item, I will admit.
Then it is a good thing from what I hear about artificers, especially having been taught by one.
If you're looking for certain artificers, I would look for Involve. Though I'd be careful. Apparently I've been told at some point today we're having guests over from one of the factions. So I'm unsure if he's busy or not.
One of the factions.
Yes. We
Any
are in trade with many of the factions often.
Interesting. Should I be concerned?
Opposites of said factions?
Could you repeat that?
Are you in opposition of these factions?
I do not hold them closely to my chest or to my heart, but I would not say inherently, no. I just think they would not like to see me. Hmm?
That may be their issue then. We are not the kind who throw away good allies for no reason. If you do need asylum from them, you can request it from Alonso, and I will speak favorably in in the meeting.
Well, I don't know who's going to be visiting, so
It's
I'm not.
never anyone of importance, truly.
Well,
We've Alonso has forbade a commander from coming by, and I believe the other one outside of Rook, because he doesn't know that's your cousin. I almost said your cousin. Outside of the one who took Alonso's position, I do not believe any other commander will appear.
blank. It, Rook took his position?
No, the Alonso was the commander of the Spartanians. Rook is the one of Aztecno.
Yes. I feel like Orlain is just at a moment of ... I feel like I know what you're saying. Orlain's overloaded.
Don't worry on it. Just if you need asylum, we can provide it to allies.
And why would you offer it to me? Oh, Orlain.
Process of elimination. You got this.
I feel like the music that's playing right now is going to accentuate really heavily. What is that process is, and it's empty. Brain is soup. It's... I guess? What? I don't understand it though. I really haven't done anything to warrant being an ally.
Must you do something to warrant asylum?
Yes. Like, he says that
I
with the obvious tone of like, oh, like, you dumb motherfucker kind of tone.
takes a moment and just goes, no, that's not the case.
You're weird.
I'm a
Most
wheelchair
people
bound
are.
wood elf. I'm a wheelchair bound wood elf that has been forbade from the wildland, from the Feywilds, and currently I am talking to an Eladrin. I believe I am the most normal I'm going to get.
Well, I should probably go see this Invol. Let
Feel free to
you...
visit Tara. She's our resident priestess. I believe she has another name as well, but I do not know of it.
I am not very good with religious things.
You seem to have no problem with me.
Are you a religion? It would not be the weirdest
Well,
thing that happened today, I'll be honest.
I am not a religion, no, but I am religious.
Oh, that makes more sense.
I'm more saying that I do not get along with the gods. Alright?
Any particular reason?
Well, yes, they're trying to kill us.
Beg pardon?
We'll catch up on that in a moment. That's a thing, yes. You realize this, yeah? You have her weapons. I can feel it. I don't know which ones, but there's traces of her
Whose
on you.
weapons?
My best friend. Alright, the one I told you about. Orlain has no
I'm-
conscious awareness of what's normal to say anymore, and I apologize to both of them.
As far as I was aware, I only had the one weapon.
Oh, honey. We'll get into that in a later date. Turns back to Nameless, yes. Well, not the gods, but the commies, yes. Or something like that.
One more time?
They're trying to kill us.
Ah.
Sorry.
I wasn't aware of that. Makes sense, though.
He does it? With a kind of amused tone.
I mean, rounding back to what I mentioned before about 7 pillars, yes.
Well, I suppose so, yeah.
I did finish that story. It's not important. He kind of mumbles to himself.
Well, you're free to finish it whenever you get the chance. I think my brain is short-circuiting.
Yes, it would not be inclusive to talk on it now if you would not understand it. Do we need to call it, bud? Dane, you need to head out? Yeah. Go ahead and head out, bud.
This is actually a pretty good point to end it. We're at like almost 2 hours.
Yeah. No, don't need to be sorry, bud. You good? Y'all good with internet here?
Mm-hmm. Everyone else?
All right.
Yeah.
Good night. I will end it off with this one last thing, and then we'll go ahead and cut the recording.
Alright.
If if you have headache from all this knowledge, then take your time. You have a way to contact me. I must get ready now, it seems. One of the, or at least 2 individuals are coming to visit from the bastard Red Oak space. And that is where we'll go ahead and have an ending.